Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new to Mommy Trader, welcome to the channel. I hope that you can find some inspiration and some motivation so that you can get started on your own wealth building journey and join us on our journey as well. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. So on today's video, we're going to answer the question, does money buy happiness? And keep in mind, guys, the things that I'm saying in this video is just the opinion of myself and my husband through, the things that we have learned on this journey so far. And yeah, it's just our opinion, and we can have differing opinions. The fact that we're able to have this conversation, and down in the comments section, is what our passion is really just opening up the dialogue on finance, because finance is one of those taboo subjects, and I feel like once we can kind of break down that veil from off of finance, a lot of us, especially a lot of us minority folks, we can actually do a lot better than the generations before us, because we're taking this veil off of finance and really talking about why it's so important to understand how money works, to understand how the economy works, to save for your future, to put money aside for your children, to invest, and just different things like that. And so that's one of the passions behind my channel, and this video today is no difference. But before I get into that, again, guys, I am in a different spot. I know you're like, where is she? I'm in the basement. I'm in my husband's man cave. So you see he has all of his cowboy stuff, and I have MT up on the screen. I thought it looked pretty cool. So again, guys, don't forget to subscribe and share with a friend. So, does money buy happiness? In our humble opinion, it does not. And I repeat, we do not believe that money buys happiness. Now, there are a lot of people, there are people that we know who are millionaires, who are lonely, who are sad, feeling sad a lot, depressed. And this in the world among celebrities, that's a great example. People who have money but are, feeling torn on the inside, people who have taken their own lives. Money does not fulfill that void that's kind of tucked away in our spirit, in our, that secret place inside of us. Money can't get there. Now, I'm not going to pretend like money does not help in certain circumstances. Money for us buys you three things. The first thing is time. Money gives you access to time. The second thing is that money gives you opportunity. It buys you opportunity. And the third thing that we believe money buys you is freedom. So I'm going to talk about those three things in this video: time, freedom, and opportunity, because it's really important to understand the differences between those. And I think when you really understand the differences, you'll start to realize that money is a tool. Money is a means to an end. It's a way you can get from point A to point B in any goal or situation, and wherever you are in your walk right now, in your financial journey walk, money is going to get you from the idea to the end point. So let's talk about time. Now, time for my husband and myself is one of the most valuable things that we have in life, and money gives us access to time. And the more money we can invest, the more money that we can save, the more that we can actually use money as what it was meant to be, which is just a means to buy goods and services, to buy back our time. The more we started to realize that, wow, this whole finance thing is on a different level, and the way you can get your money to kind of work in different aspects and areas for you and on your behalf is life-changing. Because a lot of times when we get started, especially when we got started on our journey, our money was not buying our time. If anything, we were actually on borrowed time. That's how bad it was. Anytime we had money coming into the household, it was going out. And I'm not talking about to your four walls and the basic necessities. I'm talking about credit card debt with 20.99% interest. I'm talking about taking out payday loans. I'm talking that crazy, deep end type of stuff. That is borrowing time versus buying back your time. And you want to make sure that you use the money that you have to allow you to have the time to do those things that you want, right? If you want to go on vacation, the money will give you, your money will give you that time to, and opportunity and freedom to be able to do that on your own pace and on your own schedule, right? You got to have the time to do it. And one thing that I struggled with a lot in the beginning part of our financial journey, because we've been on this journey for 6 years now, is my time was not used well at all. I wasted a lot of time, whether it was on social media, whether it was not using time to educate myself in terms of finances and how to be a better budgeter, and learning more about investing and starting my own business and things like that. I wasted so much time because I thought I had time. Time was on my side. And I remember someone saying to me when I turned 21 that as soon as you turn 25, the time is going to go by like that. You're going to wake up and you're going to be turning 30. You're going to close your eyes again. You're going to be turning 35. And then before you know it, you'll be turning 40. So it's so important to take time that you have while you're young and able-bodied, that you have to build up your career and your businesses and different things like that, so that you can, in your later years, do the things that you want to do. And when I say later years, I mean like your 40s and your 50s, before, we get so old that we're worn out. We can't really do anything. So money definitely, and I'm a big believer in this, money definitely can buy you time. Let me know what you guys think about that. The second thing I want to talk about is opportunity. Now, the fact of the matter is, money in a lot of instances buy you opportunity. A lot of times people will become a silent investor in your business. Well, those people have to have some type of capital on the side to become an investor in your business, or maybe starting your own business. Opportunity. You need some type of money to do that. And so using money as a means to buy opportunity is where I think underneath your happiness lies. Because if working for someone else really makes you miserable, it's just, you're tired of being taken advantage of, the workload is really, really great, and the pay is so small, your coworkers are just a hot mess, and you really want to start your own business, and you really want to be able to do the things that you want to do, money buys you that opportunity. See, when you work on getting out of debt, when you work on creating a solid budget so that you know where all of the money is going once it comes in, you'll start to see that, okay, if I put a couple of dollars away each paycheck, I will get to my target goal to be able to put that money in my business, to have the opportunity to put that money into my business, so that over time I can start transitioning out of working for someone else and work for myself. Money definitely buys you opportunity. The opportunity to invest in your kids' college education, to be able to leave generational wealth. You need capital to do that, and to be able to leave a good nest egg, or will, or whatever it is, trust, or whatever it is you want to leave your children and grandchildren, so that they can have better opportunities than what you have had. You need money for that. And so using money as a means to make sure that things are taken care of in the present and in the future, making sure that you have the opportunity to be a blessing to someone else. I mean, that is huge with us. Using money because deep down that makes us feel good. It's not the money that makes us feel good. It's being able to use the money to bless someone else, so that they can have a breather every once in a while, so that they can be okay this month or this week, because they know you helped them out, with a bill, or just putting some money in their hands, or whatever it is. Money definitely can buy you opportunity to invest in other people, to be able to instill strength and courage and hope in other people, because they know they can make it. And, and I don't want to sound preachy here, but, we all know how it feels to not have, to wish we had that someone in our corner to really, be that leaning post when we fell down and stumbled, or to be able to get us up out of the hole. And having that opportunity, because we were responsible, because we invested, because we have our finances all in different buckets, we got our money just growing for us, we can be that for someone else. We can pour into other people. So yes, opportunity. Money does buy you opportunity. The last thing that we believe money buys you is freedom. The job that you don't like, the area that you live in, the car that you drive, being able to not have to struggle week to week, To not have to worry about that is freedom. I'm talking about freedom on a whole nother level, psychologically, emotionally, physically stressing your body out, the freedom to be delivered from that. Money can give you that. And if you know, for example, how much your car insurance is, when you used to stress about it every year, but now you know where your money is coming in and you've been able to put some money in your sinking funds. So when that car insurance bill come in the mail, you have the freedom of I'll just transfer the money. I got it. I don't have to worry about it. And then it motivates you to continue to do more, to elevate, and to go beyond farther than what you thought. You can have the freedom to quit your job. And it's nothing, let me tell you, my husband was talking about this. It's nothing like walking into your 9-to-5 knowing you don't need this job. Now, you work here because you love what you do, because he loves what he does. He doesn't mind the people that he works with, things like that. But to walk into your 9-to-5 knowing I don't need it, because if I wanted to focus on my own business, I have enough capital, I have enough money in reserve, in different investing accounts, in rental properties, in cryptocurrency, and an emergency fund, to have the freedom to quit whenever I wanted to. Not to be a slave to anybody or anything. Giving yourself that freedom is on another level, like amazing. And again, guys, what I'm talking about here is just having the freedom to do the things that you want to do. Do you want to start a business, but you feel like you just don't have the time to do that? This is where your money can come in at. Putting a little bit aside, like I mentioned, and before you know it, you'll have the freedom to say, I want to go down to part-time. That's a big step, to go from full-time to part-time, because your money is building up, is working for you. Starting your side hustles on YouTube or Etsy or your own website or different things like that. And I think this pandemic really brought that out of a lot of people, is that they want to have that freedom to not have to go back into the offices, because a lot of places are starting to call people back in. But if you don't have to rely solely on that, and this is a little note here, try to get as many types of income sources as possible, so you don't have to have that worrying on just one type of paycheck. You have the freedom of knowing I have 7 different income sources, so if one falls, I'm working on 6 other ones that's bringing me something in each month. And having the freedom to be able to go on vacation whenever you want, and having the freedom to not have to put in your time off notice or ask the boss and be concerned if he's going to say yes. And you can free yourself from all of that. So no, money does not buy you happiness, but money actually buys you the things that bring you true happiness. Spending time with your family and friends, traveling around the world and exposing yourself and your family to other cultures. And if you're a foodie, you can go travel and try different foods, not even just internationally, just here in the US. You can just have a road trip. That's freedom, to be able on a Wednesday at 10 a.m. not have to send an email to your supervisor and say, I want to take off. You can just take off. And so, that is one of the reasons why we are working so hard on this financial independence journey. We want to have the time, the opportunity, and the freedom to build up my husband's side company that he's been working so hard to do. We want to have that freedom, time, and opportunity to build up MT, so that this can be another source of income. We want to have the freedom, time, and energy to be able to go to our kids' school and the different activities that they're in and the performances, and not have to feel like, well, we got to work late or this is going on. Because they remember that stuff as they grow up, and we want to make sure that we invest and pour into our children, because they're not going to be little forever. And we want to make sure that the things that truly make us happy, being with our family and friends, like I said, traveling, being able to relax if we're not feeling well that day, to have the freedom to just lay down. I mean, I didn't even realize we had that much freedom when we were starting to build our net worth, when I felt like I could just take some time off. This is before I stopped working, and just take a rest day, because sometimes you just feel burnt out. And to be able to take that rest day, have the freedom and the time and opportunity to do that without feeling like, well, what somebody's going to say or do, am I going to be docked and pay? You don't have to worry about that. Why? Because I have 6 and 7 other income sources in case this doesn't work out. This gives me the freedom to be able to stay home now with my children. And I realized during the pandemic, this is where I want to be. And if I continue, or if we, my husband and myself, continue to do the things that we're doing, we'll in no time reach our goals. And I believe the same thing for you too. Do you want freedom? Do you want time? Do you want opportunity? That is where the true happiness lies. The things that those 3 items I mentioned yields, not in the money. The money gives us the access to what really make us happy. And that's our family. That's just feeling that spiritual space, that emotional, mental space inside of us that I think all human beings need. And so that's the video for today, guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I had no notes. I was just sitting here chatting during one of my TED Talks, as Ina always says. Shout out to her. I'll leave her video in the description box below, or a link to her channel in the description box below. But again, guys, let me know in the comments below, do you think money buys you happiness? I'd love to really chit chat with you guys and have a conversation. So thank you guys so much again for watching. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram. Information is down in the description box below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Like the video, and until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.